The death toll following the protests in Eastern DRC this Tuesday rose to 15. According to a UN spokesperson, 3 members of the MONUSCO mission and at least 12 protesters were killed in 2 cities of the North Kivu province. Since Monday, demonstrators have been saying they want the UN's mission in the region to end and the peacekeepers to leave, claiming they haven't been able to counter armed groups. This is what just happened here. A peacekeeper killed 1 person here at their base and he injured another. We don't want them here anymore. Let them go back to their homes. The MONUSCO has been here in DRC for over 20 years, but there's no peace in North Kivu, no peace in the east. How can you explain the M23 rebel group has more powerful weapons than MONUSCO? The situation in Butembo, the region's third city, was chaotic all Tuesday afternoon and activities were paralyzed. In the morning, hundreds of protesters had surrounded UN's logistics base in Goma and attacked the mission's transit camp outside the city centre. According to journalists on the ground, Congolese security forces struggled to contain the crowd. A UN spokesperson said that the situation was tense and backup would be sent.
French President Emmanuel Macron Tuesday denounced the hypocrisy expressed notably on the African continent for not clearly recognizing Russia's unilateral aggression towards Ukraine as the European Union does. Macron described the global food crisis as one of Russia's weapons of war during a visit to Cameroon on Tuesday, dismissing suggestions Western sanctions were to blame. The choice that has been made by the Europeans, firstly, is in no way to participate in this war, but to recognize it and to name it. I have seen too much hypocrisy, particularly on the African continent, and I'm saying this very calmly, with some not calling it a war when it is one, and saying they don't know who started it because they are diplomatic pressures. Cameroon, like many developing countries, is grappling with a sharp increase in price for oil, fertilizer and foodstuff. French President Emmanuel Macron Tuesday declared his country would support Africa's need for security as he began a 3-country tour marked by France's military revamp in jihadist-torn Sahel.
Rwanda has been exploring the use of gas from Lake Kivu for cooking, industrial use and vehicles. The cooking gas produced from this lake could start being used by the end of 2023. The project involves the construction of an offshore gas extraction facility along with onshore gas processing and compression plants for CNG. This comes in the wake of the global struggle of high energy bills. In Rwanda, the price of a 12-kilogram cooking gas cylinder has increased by almost 50% compared to 2020. AFRICAnews visited the gas meth company construction site near Lake Kivu.
It's going to be constructed in 2 phases. So the first phase is going to be composed of 1 barge. So the location where we are standing now, it's where the barge is going to be assembled. And then after, it's going to be taken to the location where the gas is going to be extracted, which is approximately 30 to 35 kilometers from here. So now, after extracting the gas, it goes through a series of purification such that we can attain the natural gas, which is the CNG gas that we need. So now the gas is going to be brought via pipes. It's going to come below the lake and it's going to come onshore.
The $400 million deal between the Rwandan government and Gasmeth Energy Company to extract and process methane from Lake Kivu into compressed natural gas CNG was signed in February 2019. However, it was delayed by various factors, including the outbreak of COVID-19.
Probably 2 years looking at that aspects of the project. And we were engaged with international investors to bring the money into the country. Unfortunately, COVID slowed everything in the world down, and it certainly put us really about 12 months behind where we would have liked to have been. But we're at the point now where we are moving ahead. We've started site clearing, we are initiating construction. The funding is largely there. We're just in the process of closing that funding now. So the project should start to see identifiable physical progress now.
Now standing in front of Lake Kivu, where the natural compressed gas will be extracted from. The Gasmeth company signed a 25-year concession agreement with the Rwandan government to extract 40 million standard cubic feet per day of natural compressed gas. Diana Iriza in Karongi district for Africa News.
South Africa's football queens were greeted with big cheers and open arms in Johannesburg on Tuesday after their victory at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Banyana Banyana beat Morocco 2-1 last Saturday in Rabat and won their first ever trophy of the tournament, making their entire country and coach proud.
You know this team is incredible. These players are amazing. Before we even left for the tournament, we had a meeting and I asked them, what are your ambitions? Jermaine Seposenwe said, we want to win AFCON. I said to Jermaine, first the World Cup qualification. She said, no, if we win AFCON, we qualify for the World Cup, period. So they were so confident.
And the striker was right, their success made them qualify for the FIFA Women's World Cup 2023, jointly hosted by Australia and New Zealand next summer. We're here to welcome back our girls. Go Banyana Banyana. We are really happy to see them back home. We're proud of them. We're proud of our coach. Their hard work and achievement also brought to light the sharp difference between their earnings and the men's team, also seen in the bonus they received.
We must work together to address this disparity between men and women in sport. On the African continent, Sierra Leone became the first African country to pay men and women the same.
A call that could have resonated in addition to the €500,000 bonus promised by the South African Football Association. The team was awarded an extra €320,000 by the Minister for Sports.